Welcome to Phase 3 of opening a successful med spa or cosmetic medical practice. In Phase 3, we look at the implementation of the plans that we created in Phase 1 and 2. First off, let's start with architectural and interior design. Now, you need to take the concept and put it into a layout. You need to work with an architect or an interior designer that can actually lay out all of the program areas that are in your concept. You need to think about color scheme. Color scheme should be reflective of your brand. So any brand work that you need to have done should be complete before you get into thinking colors and interior design. Interior specifications. What type of molding, what type of lighting, furniture and fabrics during this phase. It's important to think about what you need for furniture. Fabrics. Is it soft? Is it smooth? Is it rough to the touch? And of course, art and accessories is very important to creating a visually pleasing space. During implementation, building your brand has to happen. Finalizing your unique selling position and differentiators. Those support what your brand will look like. Logo design, you need to design a brochure, and other collateral materials. Sort of put together a collection of that corporate collateral, which is letterhead, stationery, folders, business cards, appointment cards, and things of that nature. Up on the screen, you can see a few of the brands that Acara has designed and developed for clients. It's also time to do your marketing and promotions plan. During your financial pro forma, you identified a marketing spend, a monthly or quarterly marketing budget. Now it's time to actually detail that out. Pre-opening and launch plan first. So what are the tactics that you're going to implement, whether it be digitally, such as a social media plan, a paid search advertising plan, online listings, utilizing an email broadcast system, online news releases. All of those details of it, the online footprint that you want to create, should be detailed in your plan. And then traditional marketing, such as billboards, great to announce a new business, print advertising, direct mail, invites to launch parties. So all of those things are very important in identifying your pre-opening and your launch plan. And we consider the pre-opening launch plan to be the month prior to opening, 2 months into the opening. And then you want a detailed marketing budget, identifying what this will all cost. Make sure it ties back to your financial pro forma. Also, in the implementation, you need to flush out your services and clearly define what's that list of services that you're going to implement or open with. Create a service menu with descriptions. You need to also identify the products and the equipment that you will need to implement these services and offerings and procedure offerings. And define the retail program. What are you going to offer on your retail shelf? What is available through your estheticians and your clinical professionals? And make sure you keep it fairly simple. And also make it clinical. You're a medical spa, you are a cosmetic medical practice. Make it as clinical and streamlined as possible. Okay. You need to equip your spa, your med spa, or your cosmetic medical practice. Once you identify those services, what lasers do you need? What treatment tables do you need? The merchandising of the retail. What kind of shelving units, flat panel TVs in the waiting area to help promote the business. Think administrative equipment too. Don't forget, you need office equipment. You need computers. You need software to run those computers. Also, just as an aside, Acara actually has a preferred vendor program. If you are working with us on launching or developing, opening a medical spa or cosmetic medical practice, we're able to get national buying discounts for all of our clients on these types of things. Typically, we can save a client anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 off what they can accomplish themselves. You need to think about management systems, standard operating procedures, employee handbook, service protocols, sales tools, point-of-sale software. critical decisions, and you want to have all of these in place to really have a well-run, smooth operation. You have to recruit your team. You have to first recruit a manager. Maybe you are the manager launching this. You're an entrepreneur that's going to be the manager. If not, you need to have a practice manager to run the ship. Then the team, front desk, administrative team has to be recruited and hired, and your clinical team, estheticians, nurses, physicians, and of course, training, very important. All right, now it's time to conduct the opening. You're about to launch your new business. Think in terms of allowing yourself time for setup. Once the contractor, your builder, hands you that key, you're going to need some time to make sure your facility is properly set up. One, you're going to have to clean it up, make sure it's ready to open. Two, you're going to have to stock the shelves, unpack boxes, crates, and things of that nature to make sure all the equipment and supplies are in place. You also have to have training, non-clinical training, customer service training, management training, sales training for your entire team, lead capture training. You're going to have clinical training, product and service training provided by vendors, maybe by other consultants, clinical training on how to use lasers, how to use injectables. Think about that in advance. You want to time your training with your opening. I always get nervous when a physician starts doing training 6 to 9 months out because they won't be utilizing or the skills that they've learned for too long, and they're going to lose it, use it or lose it. So you want to time any training, especially clinical training, to be fairly close to your opening, within the 3 months of opening to do your clinical training. We also recommend doing a friends and family week, or at least a few days. This is an opportunity for you to get rid of the bugs in the system. Have people walk in the front door, be greeted by your front desk, checked in, checked out, identify the flow from front desk to waiting area, from waiting area to the clinical area, and then back out again. So Friends and Family Week is a great way to get the team comfortable with the environment, their tools, and everything they're doing and interacting with their customers, the client, the patient. Soft opening. Now, when I say soft opening, I'm not talking about having your facility partially set up. I'm talking about a fully set up operation. It's just prior to having a grand opening, announcing that big party and having the general public come in for a party, an event, the press, the local press, maybe national press, depends on what type of business you're launching. So I like a soft opening. Give yourself 2, 3, or 4 weeks prior to having your big grand opening event. And then, of course, it's time to celebrate the launch of your new practice, your new med spa, with a grand opening event. Thank you for joining me for opening a med spa or cosmetic medical practice. Please join us for our future webinars and/or watch our videos online.